Hi everyone, you should have your sides sewn on, your sides and bottom, and it should look similar to this. Now, if you want to make a larger bag, you will add more flowers and extend the sides and bottom. So, now we're ready to add on our handles. As you can see, I have a braided handle, and I'm going to place this handle in the back and weave it to the back of my flowers. Now, to create these handles, you will need 3 bundles with 8 strips of yarn. And if you want a thinner handle, if you want thinner handles, just decrease the amount of strands in your 3 bundles. So now what we're going to do is see how long this braided handle strap is, which includes the portion that needs to be woven in. Okay, so let's see what I have here. Uh, it's approximately somewhere around 27 inches, just to give you an idea. So your strand should be around that size. And if you want a longer strap, just increase based on your desire. So now what we're going to do once you have your 3 bundles, you're going to gather them together on one end, then take a rubber band like so and wrap it around, leaving enough for the strap to be woven in. So now that you have this portion roped off with the rubber band, let me see, I'm going to make this a little tighter. And also, do not take the rubber band off during the weaving process. It helps to keep the strands in place and it's less work. So now I'm going to take my bundles of loose, keeping them separated by a group. Now, place the portion with the rubber band under something or tie it to something or have someone to hold it so that you have some sturdiness. Then you're going to take your 3 strands, as I'm doing here, and you're going to do a braid, 3-strand braid, all the way down. I have this under something, but normally I tie it to something or I have someone hold it. But for this demonstration, I'm just braiding all the way down until I get to the end. And basically, normally I would have this tighter. So when you braid it tight, and then once you get to the end, take another rubber band and place it on the end, leaving enough yarn to be woven into the bag. So I'm making sure I have enough so that before I place the rubber band on, this appears to be good. So now that I have my braided strap, I'm making sure they're both similar in size. I'm going to take the bottom portion of my tote, and turn it on the wrong side so that I can weave the straps to the back of the bag or the inside. Take 2 of the pins, well, you need 4 altogether, and pin the straps where you want them and make sure that everything looks good. So pin this one, and then once you get it in place, you would test it the other side and make sure that they both are in the same place. So I'm taking some pins and placing them where I want them. And as I stated before, you can make this bag a lot longer. I'm just trying to show you that you can crochet bags without just crocheting with a straight line. So you can use motifs as I did with these flowers to make bags. So now that we have this in place, you're going to do the same thing we did with the flowers. You're going to weave from the back of the flowers. So make sure that you don't weave in the front where the weave can be seen. So we're going to take a few strands and begin weaving from the back as I'm doing here. And then also what you need to know is that once you get a few strands in, you can, and the weaving process, you can cut some of it off. So you're going to pause the video and begin weaving this in as I'm doing here. And once you get an idea of how you want to weave it in, just begin pulling through. And each situation is going to be different. You just have to make sure that you don't weave the yarn through the front. And also, once you get a few in, take the pin out because it's going to get in the way. And keep going and doing this until you get the yarn through. And once I get it through this top part, I actually have to pull it through the handle. I'm pulling it back down a little to lock it in and to move it over towards the strap. And so once I get some of it in, now I'm going to pull it back through the braided portion. And you just have to play around with it a little to make sure that the yarn isn't seen. So I'm pulling it back through to give the handle some strength. And I'm constantly checking, making sure that my weave yarn is not singing on the front portion. So pause the video and then you're going to weave this through both straps. So this will take some time, and when you finish it, it will look like this. Thanks, and please subscribe.